Alright, here are 7 tips that I learned and used along the way for the past several months and years too. It helped me improve myself and work hard on projects while allowing me to have time for the things I truly enjoy. Each tip explained in this video could almost take one video to talk about, but I've decided to pack everything into one simple and honest video. And let's dive into it. Hi, Jarod here, and today let's talk about improvements. And first, waking up early. So the goal here is not to wake up early because it's cool, or because everyone is doing so, or because everyone says to wake up early. It has some real benefits to it. And first, a quiet and peaceful morning for increased productivity, because the vast majority of people don't wake up so early, most of the time because they feel already fatigued and would not see the point in waking up earlier than usual. Right, but in fact, this helps you concentrate 100% more than typical. No distracting noise, no social media, no calls, notifications. I mean, you get my point. Secondly, early risers tend to concentrate better and be more alert and energized throughout the day. There is a possible link between waking up early and success, because a 2010 study found morning people are more proactive and goal-oriented, have strong problem-solving skills, and do well in school, eventually going to good colleges and landing high-paying jobs. Also, remember that this implies that you should go to bed earlier too, because the average adult needs between 7.5 to 9 hours of sleep each and every day, right? You cannot skip or cheat that process. It is part of our routine and daily life. And the golden question would be how to start waking up early, right? This in fact brings us to tip number 2. Make small changes first. Please look at this graph. The one that changed my life and which now continuously shapes my decisions. Being only 1% better every single day makes you 47 times better each year. Which is by far the greatest return on investments you can make on yourself. Just start something different. You could, if it is not already the case, start to eat healthier for one day, or save $10 a day, which is already $3,650 each and every year. For instance, I used to work around 40 hours a week, which is pretty much the average, right? And by making my work thinking and process more efficient, I can now work around 100 hours a week, while doing 4 times more and still having time for other activities. Another example, I started going to the gym nearly 3 years ago, and I couldn't see any great physical results for the first 2 to 3 months. But step by step, I started to understand the way we use machines, how to eat healthier meal, and basically how to treat my body better than I used to. Third tip, organize your life by doing only one thing consistently that only takes 1 minute. Create and stick to a routine. Do not set goals that when achieved become meaningless. Right, set a routine. Why? Well, first, it makes us more efficient. So, when we establish a regular routine, we reduce the need to make decisions every single day. It allows us to know exactly what task we need to complete each day without having to think about it, debate, or even think it. And when we accomplish one activity, we know what comes next without having to think about it again. Activities become standardized, and as a consequence, we become way more efficient. For instance, I used to make 1 video a week on YouTube, and this routine lasted, well, 2 weeks, simply because I didn't have a system to simplify my work and make it more efficient. And now I make between 2 to 3 videos a week while still having a full-time job and free time during the week. Okay then, compare yourself to only one person. Yourself. Life is a competition, but it's not a race against anybody else. Instead, the true journey is only against yourself. And Jay-Z means this when he says, I gaze in the mirror my only opponents. And there's also the classic proverb, sometimes incorrectly credited to Einstein, obviously, if you assess a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing it is stupid. Because no matter how skilled you are at anything or how high you rate your accomplishments, there will always be someone more successful, prettier or fitter than you. And we must realize and accept this without thinking to negativity. Before social media, we compared ourselves to individuals close to us, right? Such as siblings, family members, co-workers, and had a good chance of coming out on top. But nowadays, we compete with billions of individuals all over the world. Our chances of winning are limited in this environment. Okay then, learn how to invest, because investing is an effective way to have your money work for you and build wealth. Holding cash and bank savings accounts are considered safe strategies, but investing your money allows it to grow in value over time, with the benefit of compounding and long-term growth. And I personally love the idea of passive income, and it does not only mean investing in hot cryptocurrencies or the next Tesla stock. Here's the value of $500 invested monthly into the S&P 500, so a basket of the 500 biggest US companies. over 20 years. And for instance, by the age you hit 20, you would have around $350,000 with the safest and easiest investments. Thanks, mom and dad. And I love the idea of the compound effect, or the snowball effect. It will take time, but reinvesting your earnings and investing monthly a few $100 will grow your portfolio significantly. And as you can see, the beginning is almost flat, but then the compound effect kicks in. And by the way, I would also recommend these books to start. They are mostly easy to understand. And by the way, if you're interested and want to know more about investing, here are the truth I needed to hear somewhere about finance. And investing is not only in the stock market, real estate or other assets. Most importantly, it is investing in yourself first, which brings us to tip number 6. So reading every day has thousands of benefits, like vocabulary expansion. It improves your memory. It has also been linked with a lower risk of Alzheimer's disease. But you probably already know that. I want to talk about the one thing that will serve you for life, which can only be gained by reading. It is knowledge enhancement. Simply because the knowledge you gain from books can never be taken away from you. Unlike worldly possessions, your knowledge will stay with you till the end of time. And a growing body of research indicates that reading literally changes your mind. Because using MRI scans, researchers have confirmed that reading involves a complex of networks of circuits and signals in the brain, which makes this network stronger and more efficient. So in the end, the question is not what should I read, the real question is how many pages will I read today? Okay, you might now be wondering how to remember all of that information that you've just read, right? Which brings us to tip number 7. Start a journal. And just make it extremely simple, right? Take a pen, your phone, but it can be distracting, a piece of paper, and write down anything you have in mind for the day. It can be what happened to you today, a dream that you've successfully remembered, or something you're grateful for, a drawing, or just simply a stream of consciousness. Because first, it helps me track my habits, whether I want to chase something or just simply know how consistent I am in life. Journaling is by far the best way to help me. So for now, I add a big icon on my calendar when I successfully hit the gym, and I do so every 2 or 3 days. I would recommend drawing a huge red cross on your calendar to make it as visible as possible. Secondly, it helps me track my progression of something new in the long term, whether it is having a new hobby or task or simply my investing portfolio. For the past year and a half, I've consistently tracked my stock market portfolio, by the way. And thirdly, it helps me tell my own story. When something happens in my daily life, for just a 5-minute moment, I write it down. Simple, right? I try to write the story of that event, which creates wonderful moments and vivid memories for me and my future. So what do you think about my 7 ways to improve yourself? As always, I would highly be interested to know your point of view. And thank you so much for watching. Feel free to leave a comment down below, subscribe if you want to see more, and as always, I will see you in the next one.